Bill Clinton threw out more specific numbers in one speech last night than the Republican leadership did in an entire week in Tampa.
A reasonable plan of $4 trillion in debt reduction over a decade. For every $2.5 trillion in spending cuts, he raises $1 in new revenue.
Not that the Republicans did not have a plan to solve the nation's economic problems.
We are going to solve this nation's economic problems. We need to stop spending money we don't have. We will not duck the tough issues. We will lead.
And as a last resort, we will use magic.
Back to Hardball. Speaking of President Clinton's convention speech, you may have caught this snapshot of Hillary Clinton watching her husband make his address. She was on a diplomatic trip in Southeast Asia. Before watching, though, the Secretary of State had this to say about her husband's remarks. Quote, I received the as-prepared version, which I'm anxious when I can to compare with the as-delivered version. Well, she suspected that some on-the-spot addition to the speech, like this zinger for Paul Ryan, who blasted President Obama's Medicare spending cuts, even though Ryan's own plan called for the same amount in savings.
It takes some brass to attack a guy for doing what you did.
And that was impromptu. So let's get down to the numbers. Bill Clinton's prepared remarks, just over 3,000 words. The as-delivered version, close to 6,000. Just a bit more ad-libbing, and he'd have doubled the original word count. That guy is smart. Moving on to one of the last night's big speech events. Did you happen to notice Joe Biden getting a bit literal with the use of one word in particular?
Governor Romney believes it's okay to raise taxes on middle classes by $2,000 in order to pay for another $1 trillion tax cut for the very wealthy. And it literally amazes me they don't understand. General Motors and Chrysler were literally on the verge of liquidation. In the first days, literally stood on the brink. I mean, literally hung in the balance. Literally, direction we turn is not figuratively, is literally in your hands.
Well, the direction of history is literally in our hands. Biden dropped that L word 10 times. Anyway, the Obama campaign pounced on that one. When Twitter users searched the word literally, they took a look at what popped up. A promotional message from the Obama campaign. Osama bin Laden is dead and General Motors is alive. One of Biden's signature lines in the campaign show. They're moving fast. And even though this past weekend Charlotte has been chock full of memorable moments, I doubt anyone has forgotten about possibly the most bizarre incident from last week's convention down in Tampa. Of course, it's Clint Eastwood talking to an empty chair. And before singing some of his recognizable songs at this Democratic convention, yesterday, singer-songwriter James Taylor addressed any concerns about his own four-legged prop.
I know it's an empty chair. It makes you nervous, doesn't it? That's all right. I'm going to sit on it. How can I talk to it?
What a voice. Anyway, what a song. Anyway, people, fortunately, are known by their best work. And with any luck, Clint's date with that chair will be forgotten, I'm hoping. His movies, of course, classic as they are, will be around forever.